Hey guys, so this is just a little random quick video. I wasn't even planning on doing an ASMR video tonight, but I have been looking for kind of other ideas for stuff I haven't done before, and I was in the shop earlier and that's when I got this idea. So basically it's just going to be a quick little show and tell of some confectionery items from my and many other people's childhood, particularly if you're from the UK. So there's not a great selection here. I could only find, I only had enough money to get so much, but the very first one I'm going to show you is the one that triggered this video, if you like, and that's when I started saying, oh, I just realised I've picked up a whole bunch of stuff that's from my childhood, but the first item in particular is the one that was the inspiration, so I will get that. And it is a little melody pop little melody pop lolly. And for those of you who are not familiar with these, what you do, it's a little I was gonna say plastic, not plastic, it's a little hard candy lolly, and it's in the shape of a whistle. And what you do is when you've got it in your mouth, you pull this little bit up and down, and it does make a little tune. It changes sounds like a little whistle, and you can change the sound of it when you pull this up and down. So, little cute, rapid. That face kind of looks like the Elf on the Shelf face. I love it. No, got my this side. This just happened. It literally just curled round when I let it dry off earlier. It just does that sometimes, but the other side goes a bit funny. But I just like wash the front of my hair if I'm going to tie it up, and I just sort of put it behind my ears while it's drying, and then when I take it out sometimes it does this curl thing which I really like. I got it up in a really high ponytail. It's not red anymore, it's just pure ginger now. It's just went really light coppery ginger. So, but yeah, it kind of looks like the Elf on the Shelf face. It's adorable. So, little melody pop there. Let me adjust this so you can see it better. Little melody pop. So this bit just goes. It does actually sound a lot like that. That was quite a good impression even by my standards. I'll put that there. And the second item, there was actually two of these, but they're separate. And it's the gummy pizza, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with. Take it out. So it comes in this little imitation mini pizza box, and it's like just again little soft. It's not hard candy like the whistle pop. It's a whistle lolly. That's what I used to call these. Not melody pop. I used to call them whistle lollies when I was a kid. We'd always get one when we went to the chemist. I forgot to say that. Never mind. We're on to the next item, and I already forgot half the stuff to say about the first one. But yeah, this is really soft candy, and yeah, it's just different colours on it, like strawberry flavour on it to look like fake mushrooms or pepperoni or anchovies or whatever people like on their pizza. I wouldn't know because I don't eat pizza. I don't eat a lot of things actually. So that's that. And now the next item, I was familiar with them. They did exist at the same time this did when I was younger. but they were a lot tinier and they didn't come in like a packaging, it was just a little plastic box. But it's gummy burger. I'm going to have to open this to show you it because there's no other way you're going to see it properly. So, that's what it looks like. So as I say, when I was young, they were about this size. They were tiny, they were half this size. And it was a little box like this with a lid on top of it that looked the same. It was just like a little plastic tub. But now, this one's a bit wonky. But now they're huge. You got your bun. It's all very soft and chewy candy. You got your fake burger, that would be actually. Yeah, it's got fake grill marks on it. So it's supposed to be like a burger. And you've got your fake cheese, obviously. And lettuce. And the top bun that's got little bumpy, fakey, like sesame seeds on it. And there you go. I would eat it now, but I'm just about to go and get my dinner after I do this video, so I don't want to fill myself up any. I'll have it after dinner. Okay, now I've only got 2 items left, and there's a lot more childhood sweets that I've came across that I'll have to buy for like a part 2 to this. It's the iconic sherbet fountain. You got your, see, they're a lot more hygienic because you never used to have this bit on the top. All us, you know, late 90s, mid 2000s kids will remember this. You just used to have this piece here. This is artificial licorice, it's just plastic. But back in our day, we had the real licorice sticking out. And I know with like everything that's gone on with like diseases and germs in the past couple of years, that's going to make a lot of people freak out, but those of you who are with me, you'll know what I mean. It was literally just left to stick out, and it was only paper that wrapped it. It wasn't in this plastic cellophane like it is now. So underneath this cellophane you've got a whole big plastic lid that keeps the sherbet and the licorice soft and fresh. But you never had that, it was only paper with the licorice sticking out before. And it was a whole paper, it's a whole like, it's all made like plastic cylinder now. It's like, how can I say, it's like the, it used to be like that cardboardy paper stuff that the whole tube was made of and wrapped in paper, not cellophane. And there was no freshness at all. I mean, half the time you'd see ones on the shelf and be ripped open. But even the ones that were sealed up, the bit of licorice that would stick out the top that you were expected to eat would be rock hard. Y'all remember that? The ones that remember, you know where I'm coming from. It would be rock hard and all like musty and ugh. I don't think I ever ate the top part. I probably did, because I was a total junk food addict then. I'm not quite as bad now, but I wouldn't now if it was still like that. I don't think a lot of people would with what's went on in the last couple of years, but people take food and hygiene, I would hope, a lot more seriously now. And it would seem that the confectioner companies certainly do, as they've got their nice plastic cap on it now. So even if you take the cellophane off, it's going to stay fresh because the cap doesn't come off unless you shake it really hard or you pull it off. So, and I think they're a bit bigger now, they're a bit taller, so you get more sherbet, and I think the licorice is smaller and wider than it used to be, but the sherbet's the best part anyway. So you have this, and then you have its counterpart, which is the Dip Dab, which I also seen them tonight. I was going to pick them up, but they're still in the same old paper packets that they used to be that tear really easily. And if they do, even if one's not obviously torn and you bring it home, when you go to eat it, and that sherbet's got a sort of musty, stale taste. And you kind of know that there's a little, even if it's like a pinhole tear or hole that's punctured it somewhere, it does affect the taste, you can usually tell. So, they're still not as hygienic, if you like, but I get them on an odd occasion, but I thought I'd leave that for part 2 and just go with this one for this video. It's going to be good when I'm trying to get a thumbnail, having to try and hold all these up in my hands. And the last item I've got for this video is the classic, the loved, but about love as well, huh? Love hearts. And these, since I was little, have never changed. I don't think these have ever changed since they came out, whenever that was, probably decades ago. It's just the same, like, thin papery wrapper on them with a cellophane. They've always looked like this, they've never changed. Even the design on them hasn't changed. The only thing that's different is that you now get emoji ones. And like emojis they're kind of just mediocre now, aren't they? They're kind of just meta. They're just the thing. They're just everywhere on everything. So you get emojis on them now. And you didn't get that in my day, I tell ya. They just had the writing on them. But yeah, so... And here are some of the signs. And I'm going to attempt to focus my camera so that I can read them. Oh, focus, you daft thing. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. You know what? Damn it, I'll just read them off the back. Okay, so we've got... I don't have my I should probably kept them on. I did have them on, you can probably see the markers left on me. For you, smiley emoji face, epic, winky kissy emoji face, kiss me, winky face, say yes, love heart, I don't know, love heart eyes emoji. This emoji, that one there, the one with the heart eyes, yeah. Real love, smiley face, but it's like a raised eyebrow, like a smiley face, and this one is smile. So I like how they've got kind of like the writing on the letters is kind of similar to the emoji that it's next to. Let's see if we can get it to focus this time. Yeah, see that? So you've got epic, and then you've got the winky kissy face and it says kiss me, then you've got the hearts and it says real love, and then you've got the raised eyebrow smile and it says smile. So I can see they've kind of tried to make a pattern here, and of course you've got to have the hashtag if you have the emojis, don't you? Share the love, share the love. Share the love. What I might do in part 2 is feature another pack of these and actually eat them as we're going along so that we can read them out. But yeah, all things from my childhood, and as I say, the little whistle lolly, as I called them. Going into the chemist, I'd always pick one up. I think that's the only place you could get them back then, when I was growing up in my area. Now they're in all the shops. I got this from Asda tonight, but I only remember, I could be wrong, I only remember them ever being in the chemists and the pharmacies when I was growing up. That was like my wee treat every time I went in there or something. So I might feature this as well in part 2. So part 2 will basically just be going into depth more with these two, and some other favourites that I've found in the shops, and I can look about for other ones. I think B&M would be a good place to find a lot of retro stuff that I might have forgotten about, that, you know, because it's usually only the mediocre stuff or the usual Haribo and that Asda and the big supermarkets have, so might have to go like B&M Home Bargains. There's already a lot that I've remembered, so I'll go in and see if there's any more. But so that's that, and I'll leave it there, guys, so that I can go and get my dinner and attempt to hold all of these in in my hands for the thumbnail. And yeah, so I'll try and get part 2 up in the next few days, depending on when I can get to what shops and see what I can find. Yeah, good wee bit of nostalgia, especially when I've seen this tonight. I've probably seen it loads of times but not paid attention, but it really caught me tonight, so I just had to do it when I got this spur of the moment idea for the video. I thought, I haven't done a little spur of the moment video really in a long time, if ever, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and part 2 will be at some point, probably after into next week at some point, because I do have stuff on over the weekend and that, so I will leave it there, guys. And like I said on the last video, I'm going to try and be more consistent with my uploads in it. I'm trying to find new ideas and try and find more original stuff, so I'm not just kind of, you know, what's the word, doing the same as everybody else. I can't find, I've lost the word. I've lost the word. I don't know how many times we'll just say mediocre. I don't know how many times I've used it in this video, that word tonight, but move away from that kind of stuff and try and get some fresh original ideas. But ASMR is becoming so, ASMR artists are becoming so strategic, even ones that are just starting out, that there isn't really an idea you can have that someone hasn't already done, you know, so it's kind of, really need to get creative. And as I say, I do have a couple ideas, and obviously there's part 2 of the confectionery stuff, and then we shall take it from there. So I'll see you at some point next week, guys, and I'm off to have my dinner, and see ya.